now. You gotta see.
We are live.
Guys, I'm Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven your GS.
Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And welcome back to another Star Wars, The Clone Wars review. Today we have episode 9, Cloak of Darkness. Spoilers. So, the first mission, we see the Jedi Master Luminara in this thing. Bit of a pagan thing. But then again, you know, following suit of any other Jedi Master. So who wants to take this week's episode?
Sam, dive or not, bro?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, Sam. You had quite a lot of feedback during the watch along.
Yeah, I did. It was very interesting. It started off with the introduction of the Jedi Master Luminara. Obviously bringing in this, prisoner that they got from that planet from the previous episode.
Yeah, Gunray.
Yeah. And then just, I don't know, her very dismissive behaviour towards just the Sith. And thinking, because you've been studying with this guy, you've got a very unrefined fighting techniques and stuff. I was like, really? You're just going to just dismiss someone just like that when you've not even fought them yourself?
You know what's funny about that, yeah, is that she picks up all these attributes, Dooku's attributes on Ventress, yeah? And she's like, because obviously they come from the same team previously, and she clocks like, you're using Dooku's style, and it's not that good, but yet,
bro,
you still get moved to.
Exactly.
Like, you're an idiot.
And that's why I even feel like even though she has, like you said, attributes of Dooku's style, I don't think it's totally Dooku's style though. Maybe it's the teaching of. But the way she's, like, for this whole episode, super stealthy, super quick, like, the way she just moves is not the way Dooku moves at all.
Yeah, it's mad because obviously, like, Ventress is an assassin, innit? Like, so that's how an assassin moves, innit? You get me? Like, whereas, like, some of these other Jedis, their base thing is being a Jedi. Do you get what I'm saying? And her base thing is being an assassin. So the stealth part of that, then you mix that with obviously the stuff from Dooku, and she becomes very formidable. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is mad because it's like, obviously, like, if you are a Jedi, and this is partly Jedi arrogance or what, as usual, but like, she's just seeing a young apprentice, Sith, assassin or whatever, and just thinks it's on tops because she's a Jedi Master, innit? But like, it's just not that, fam. Another thing I think this episode shows me is like, bruv, they should have been onto Anakin way earlier, bro. Like, if you're a Luminara, yeah, and Ahsoka is doing tactics like using fear in an interrogation and then justifying it, bro, they should have been onto Anakin
somewhere.
That's mad, bro. That's mad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, she pulls out the bad cop thing on him, and then she's like, nah, this is the only way he's going to talk. And then he starts talking, and then Luminara backs off of the thing. And for me, if I was a Jedi in that scenario, but this is probably why I'm man Sith, but if I was a Jedi in that scenario, I would have to throw the book at Ahsoka and be like, yo, that's not the way the Jedi. Yeah. Bang.
Just because it worked doesn't mean it's right.
Exactly, fam.
Right.
Exactly. And it's mad because it's like, obviously later on, we all know that Ahsoka leaves. But then it's making me deep it like, raw. Yeah, the Jedi did Ahsoka dirty, but is she really a Jedi anyway? Like, roots, bruv. You're learning from Anakin, and for anyone being Anakin's a Jedi, bruv. Day one, Anakin walked into the council. He's too old, he's this, he's that, he's got attachments, we can't train him.
Yeah, even the language towards Ventress, like, yeah, my master in here to stop me from killing you. Like, straight murder.
Has she bodied someone before though?
Ahsoka? I mean, she probably has.
No, I don't think till this point she has. Do you know what I mean?
Bruv, she must have killed someone. Like, I'm not talking about like cold murder, but like, in beef.
Yeah, in general, like, all those years, she has to, I mean, you can't get away from those things. But to me, the
It's the premeditated part of it. It's the aggression that comes behind.
Right.
I'm gonna murder you.
The mentality that comes with it. To me, this whole thing with the Master Luminara, it just spells like chaos amongst the teachings for the Jedi. And the reason why I say that is that, okay, you're going against Ventress, and then you tell your Padawan to stay back, and it's not like they actually need, because the guy Viceroy is incarcerated. There's no way he can get out. Plus, there is guards outside. So, to me, you telling me, I'm just gonna go 1-on-1. Well, firstly, 2's better than 1. Secondly, if your Padawan is going to become a master, what a better place for had to be in that sense. Like, there's nothing replaces being there. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you think that Ventress is so easy, like, as an opponent, then you definitely should have your apprentice there. Because I guess you're thinking there's not much danger here, so she can definitely be part of this thing.
I hear that, but I feel like the counter argument for that is, and I don't know whether this was the thinking of her, is that it's like, you know, sometimes when you go into a beef and it's like you've got your younger there, there can be the danger of, I now have to look after you as well as look after myself. Maybe she was going in there and then the next part of that is Ahsoka's not even her Padawan. So if I go into this beef with Ahsoka and Ahsoka gets finished and I survive and win, that's a drama in itself. But if I go and finish Jedi way, I go into the living force, whatever, all that, but...
Yeah, but Ahsoka, this is the second encounter Ahsoka has with Ventress.
And Ahsoka almost got finished when she was fighting 1-on-1. So that for me would be at the front.
She held her own.
She did, but when Luminara showed up, she was about to get finished.
But listen, regardless, look, this is the second time. I know it's not towards like what your thing, but just in general, it's like, this is the second time Ahsoka had no choice to encounter her. That means it is unavoidable in this line of work, right, that you're going to encounter danger and you must succeed, otherwise you will die. Another reason why you need to be with your master in battle situations.
I hear that, but as Luminara, I'm not taking that chance with it when it's not my youth.
But then this is why these men are tapped.
If that was Beerus, I believe she would have taken her with her.
Right.
But because it's just like, I'm just saying, fam, who wants to face the Wrath of Skywalker? Like, yo, I got your Padawan kid. Like, that's long, innit? For me, that's long. To be honest, it's weird to me how, because like sometimes they do this where, like, we've seen Ahsoka with what's his face?
Plo Koon.
With Plo Koon, we've seen Ahsoka with Luminara, and it's like, how do these ops take place where the Padawan's off with someone else? Because I feel like that never really gets addressed. Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, to me, I would take as in like, okay, for this kind of mission, like for you to get from as a Padawan to a master, you need to accomplish like all these lessons, all these classes. Do you know what I'm saying? So if Luminar is going here for this mission where it's just to negotiate, so they can learn art of negotiation and how to keep peace, boom, boom, boom. Okay, today's lesson, go with master over here. Do you know what I'm saying? The other one, rescue mission. All right, you ain't got this one ticked. All right, go with Master Cloak in it. So I think that's how they would take it. So by the time they have incorporated all of these skills, cool. Now you can be a waste man, Jedi in it, basically. So
and I was gonna say, it's just unfortunate for Ahsoka. Every time she goes on these missions, they just seem to be very, very peak of her. So maybe that's why she reaches the levels that she does, because
absolutely
she goes on these places, and like you said, it's always on tops.
Bruv,
and it's mad.
Bruv, you know what? Yeah, that's interesting. You're saying that because at Ahsoka's level, she has been able to go against Ventress, and Ventress is mad skilled, mad agile.
Bro,
do you know what I'm saying?
When I saw it today,
the way she moves, the stealth, like Ahsoka. Although yes, Ahsoka's lost every single time, but she's managed to stay like a few minutes while everybody else get up it pretty much, innit? So in the sense, it kind of now it's easy to now see, okay, bro, actually she's been in these positions where she's been like getting more and more experience and kind of adding that to under her belt, innit?
I think it all stems from Anakin, innit? I think, brother, when I believe everything Ahsoka has, every advantage she has besides her genetical advantage because she can jump and stuff. But you saw how quickly that was nullified when
Yeah.
she fought someone else who has those kind of abilities in Ventress. It comes from Anakin, fam. All of it comes from Anakin, bro. Her mindset in fights, her aggression, her decision making, it all comes from Anakin. And I will say that's why she gets further ahead and becomes the person she is because of Anakin's teachings, not because of Jedi teachings. You get me?
Oh yeah,
So,
1000%. I don't think. Come on. Look,
so I don't. But that's what I'm just saying. I just don't feel like it's her going on this mission here and that mission with these man.
I'm saying
Anakin's teaching,
her
and then what she uses in those
her
scenarios.
being in that situation, like for example, going against Ventress,
Like the teachings
back to
plus.
No, but that's what I'm
being
saying.
The place in the right,
But that's what I'm saying. For me, it's the teachings because if that wasn't Anakin's Padawan, she's dead.
She's dead. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's all Anakin. Like he gets the points for whatever she does after the teachers is all Anakin's. It's just slide it on his side of the table.
Another thing to take from this episode is how soldiers, well, non-clones, but the other soldiers kind of like understand, like, look, I gotta make what's best for myself instead of this whole war thing. Do you know what I mean? Which is it's interesting. If we're trying to put ourselves in their situation on a daily basis, where it's like, well, Dooku just offered me some ones to free this prisoner, but is the op? I'm gonna take that because it's better than me being over here doing nothing with my life, innit? So that kind of gives us some sort of perspective on how non-clone soldiers actually think about this whole thing.
But he's a Senate guard anyway, so he's probably taking the bag anyway from before he got to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is just another bag for man to me in his mind, like, bro.
I was gonna say, but someone like that, how far can they really run though?
But he can run to the ends of the universe, fam. Like what? Like today he gets the bag. Like Dooku's gonna kill him anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like someone would find him though. Like
I don't think
no matter how much money that kind of person would get, like someone would want to close those loose ends on someone.
Yeah, okay, yeah. From that side, I'm with you. Because I don't feel like if he got away, like the Jedi were gonna send someone after him, innit? Like,
Jedi would definitely not. But there's guys out there who've taken money and became someone else out of rim. Do you know what I mean? Like start running a company. I mean, Thing did it. Lando. Do you know what I mean? I think what episode is that? Episode 5 when they meet Lando for the first time.
Yeah, when he's in Cloud City, and
it's like, oh, you're running this thing. I was like, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's money buys. I mean, credit buys.
Whatever you want.
Like, yeah, exactly. So that's that. Cool. Look, guys. Thank you for joining us. Jump in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts. Have you been watching the Clone Wars, Star Wars, and are you part of the Patreon gang? Real questions that needs real answers. But other than that, we'll be seeing you guys next week. I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
Joe, one further, the Cyber Nerds.